Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I turned that down further. Alright. Hello, everyone. Hi, Lizinman. Hi, Zeno. Welcome back to more in Stars and Time. So, last time we played, I had started at the base of the house, the bottom floor. And I decided that I was going to continue this for the next stream, running through the house again. I decided, wait a minute, why would I do that? So I went through the first and second floors off stream, and then all of the third floor except for the boss. That way, when I next streamed it, we could skip straight to the new stuff. Well, hang on. Oh, there's a yawn. Well, only one new thing has happened so far. After the second boss, when the gang huddles together to decide what to do, when, if any of them die, like, what their cultures require them to do, Bonnie actually chimes in, because we hung out with them, saying that we don't need to worry about Bonnie, because Bonnie will protect Sif, and Sif will protect Bonnie. So they're protecting each other. And it kind of boosts everyone's spirits. Because everybody was really worried about what's going to happen to Bonnie if they fail. So, yeah. That's the only new thing that's happened. Alright, already yawning again. That's not a good sign. I decided against doing the floor 3 boss in case there was something new in the snack break after the boss. So that way we could actually see it. So, other than that, I have nothing special to report. It's all kind of business as usual. Let me do something real quick. Oh. There we go. Gotta be honest, not a big fan of the trackpads. They kind of get in the way more than anything. They get in the way a little less on the Steam Deck or Steam controller versus the Steam Deck, but they're still kind of annoying. Alright. Bit disappointed with Nistria? What's that? They made a good single himbo, yet you can't date him. The nerve. Honestly, one of the reasons why I delayed playing Mass Effect for so long is because I was really annoyed that at the time I would have played as a male character, and the only character that I wanted to romance was Garrus. And no matter which game you play, he's not a gay romanceable option. Which bothered me, because he's the only one that I wanted to romance. Of course, now I'd play as a female character, so that's no longer an issue. I have the trilogy waiting for me on Steam, I just haven't played it yet. I actually don't know if the Steam version of the trilogy requires, EA Play, though. I bought that without knowing. I am shocked the trilogy never came to Switch, because it would have been a perfect fit. Apart from that's still a good game. I'm sure it is. Like, I'm still gonna play it at some point. That's so fine. And that's why. Oh, he has another skill. It has the good feels of a 90s game and some really good music. Yeah, I was going to play it on Steam Deck because I thought, you know, that would be fucking perfect. I love playing RPG. I love, like, handheld RPGs. They are perfect. Like, getting up all cozy on a couch with a handheld and playing an RPG is, like, one of the best feelings ever. Oh, remember, this is new text. Hey, Mira, everything good? Oh, yes. Got a little fired up, fighting that big sadness earlier. But I feel better now. I'm doing breathing exercises to stay calm. Ah, yes, the fabled Siphon breathing exercises. Hearing an ever so slight echo from your mic, did you forget to pull it down? I don't want to talk about it. Told you he wasn't doing it for no reason. It had to help somehow. Yes. Thank you, Siffrin. And thank you for yesterday, too. I don't think I'd be this calm if we hadn't talked. Huh? Ah, when you two spent some time together. Yes! We had a good talk. Helped me realize some things. Oh, I'm glad. Nothing like a good talk between friends to feel better. And it seems you were hard at work yesterday, weren't you, Siffrin? Helping me out, along with Bonnie and Madame Odile? And me! Heh! I suppose that's what friends are for, isn't it? To help with important things. Friends? Are you all friends? You travel together, eat together, laugh together, so you thought it made you friends. But Odile says the same thing every time, doesn't she? Are we friends? Huh? Yes? But you said it once, didn't you, Odile? Huh? You remember, every time you stop for a snack break on floor 1, she says, you said we weren't friends. You said we were allies, colleagues at best. Did I? Odile, how could you? I don't remember her saying that, but sadly this does sound like something Odile would say. Yeah, I sometimes forget to pull the mic down from my headset, so it creates an echo. I don't know what it sounds like, but apparently Zeno knows. She says it every time, every blinding time. Wait, did she even say it this loop? We stopped for a snack on the 2nd floor. It's all different, so maybe it was different then, too. Allies? I don't... Well, it does sound like something I'd say, yes? I don't know if I consider you all friends, per se. 5 of us are just very different people, with different goals and thoughts. Our age difference makes it difficult for me to see you as friends. After all, why would an old lady be friends with a preteen? Oh, just strange. So no, to me we aren't friends. The mere thought is absurd to me. Way to bring down the morale, madame. I'm not done. I don't think we're friends, but I would do anything to protect all of you. Horrible things, to be honest. As long as I could be sure you were all safe. And I think you'd all do the same for me. For anyone in our little group. So friends doesn't fit to me, but we're family, right? Huh? Oh! Yeah! We're family! Like me and Neil. We stay together. We eat together. We say good morning and good night. Family. I have a difficult relationship with that word, but yes, family fits better, I think. Family. What a lovely word to describe our relationship to each other. I already thought of us like that, but it's kind of awkward to say aloud, isn't it? It is. A little bit. We don't know what tomorrow or even the next few hours have in store. So while we are still together on this journey, we might as well say it. Say the unsaid. Especially since Siffrin over here seemed to think I didn't care about him. You don't know how to react. All this time, you were trying to keep in mind what she said. That you were just allies to each other. But Leo reaches over and ruffles your hair. Don't think so hard, Siffrin. Quite honestly, it doesn't seem to work out very well for you. Hehe. So mean, madame. Siffrin's hat is all lopsided now. Is it funny like this, friend? You readjust your hat and hide your face. Heh. They all look at you, smiling. I'm bored. Snack time! I'll start with the worst one. Leftover samosas. From yesterday's dinner? Yeah. They're the ones I burned. But I thought I could still keep them in case we get super duper hungry. Don't be mean to the burnt samosas, they were delicious. They really were. They're not the worst of anything. Okay, next one. I have palmiers. Palmiers. Y'all know palmiers. They're yummy, they're crunchy, they get crumbs everywhere. Moving on. And the last snack. Okay, I've never tried it before, but I think I cooked them well. Ta-da, haha. Ta-da. Malanga fritters. Huh. What are they? They're fried malanga and that thing. Along with some kind of root and grew them into some kind of pumpkin. It smells heavenly. So which one? Which snack do you guys want? You'd like... burnt samosas, please. There you go. Bunny hands you and Azabu some of the burnt samosas and keeps some for themselves. Yeah, samosas buddies. So let's have potatoes in them, right? Yeah, because I love potatoes and samosas. I seem to remember Seth saying the samosas they're used to didn't have potatoes in them. Different recipes depending on cultures, I suppose. Yeah. I love samosas a whole lot, but some places make them with cheese in them. Gross. Why would you dirty a perfectly good samosa with cheese? Such strong opinions about cheese. Everyone starts eating. You're more of a potatoes and samosas hater, but whatever. Eat around the burned parts. As you eat, you look at everyone. You're smiling. Happy. Sometimes one of you sees you looking at them and smiles at you. In this moment, you are loved. You know, I have a good feeling. We'll definitely kick the king's butt. Kick the king's butt! Kick the king's butt! Heh! Alright everyone, let's finish eating our snacks. We have a king's butt to kick. Yeah! What? What is it? You're so hungry? Here, have some more malanga fritters. Bonnie fills your cupped hands with fritters. Eat them, okay? You look weird. I think you're out of calories. Calories. I think you're out of calories. You eat the fritters. Tastes good. you know, I made them for you. Thank you, Bon Bon. You're welcome. Bonnie smiles brightly. Zephyrin, would you perhaps accept a comb? Your hair that bad? You nod and get your hand out to receive the comb. Actually, would you perhaps allow me to brush your hair? You... nod? Well, that's completely fine. I just thought I'd ask since... Oh, you said yes to getting your hair brushed. You nod again. Slightly farther, you hear someone gasp and curse. What is that about? Quick, sit down in front of me. Do it. Hesitantly, you sit down and remove your hat. Mirabelle slowly, methodically starts combing your hair. Finally, I can repay the favor. Did my hair so wonderfully a few weeks ago, so I'm glad I get to brush your hair in return. I'm having trouble reading. I forgot to mute my phone. Professional streamer. It's not like I've been doing this for 4 years. Chat, in a couple months well, okay, in about a year I'll be streaming for 5 years. That's so fucking insane to me. I'm surprised you had experience taking care of kinky hair, too. Ah, your hair is split everywhere. You should take better care of it. Such a shame. Such a nice bright shade, too. Will you dye your hair again? I think you should let it grow out. Light hair suits you so well. You can barely hear what she's saying. Even your hair comb feels nice. You can feel your tension and Mirabelle's fade as she takes care of you. Mirabelle chatters on for a few minutes, until... All good. You're all ready for the king now. Yes, we do have to be beautiful to appear in front of him. We do, madame. Gotta appear fierce. Of course. Mirabelle smiles at you. Ad break! What if we just broke the ads instead of... I don't know where I'm going with this.
So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys, from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Our sailing ships for the hard and the quick, we roll our load and go. There's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
Alright, I'm back. And I have advertised. I don't know how I've forgotten that. I've never forgotten in the 4 years I've been streaming. So, Sifrin, buddy. You want to talk? What about? Oh, okay, we're ignoring that whole thing. Sure, that's fine. We can do this if you want. We can also ignore how you're acting weird and how you stop smiling every time you think we're not looking. I'll give you one last chance, though. Would you like to sit down and have a talk about what just happened? No. Nope. Okay, no problem. But when we're done and we've won, when we eat dinner tonight, having beaten the king, before we go our separate ways, we will have the feelings talk. Ah, you snort. Sure thing, Lisa. Oh, you said sure. We are going to have this talk. Caught you. You're stuck now. You will be emotionally vulnerable. Oh, so now he's asking you to be emotionally vulnerable. You laugh. Only if we have that first talk first. First talk? What? As book freezes in the middle of a sentence. Yes, that is the talk. The one I said I would have with you last night in the clock tower after we went back. Yes, that talk. Yes. Uh-huh. 2 talks, Sif. 1 talk each. We can get through this. As we gives you a shaky thumbs up. Smirking, you give one back. Sorry for messing up your hair earlier. I know you don't usually like to be touched, but I think you needed it this time, right? You stay silent and readjust your hat. If I can help you with anything different, just let me know. You and I are very private people, but we need to learn to open up every once in a while, don't you think? We're family, after all. I don't think I can. Open up, you mean? Of course not. As I've said, it's not a skill we're very good at. But, know that I'll always be here if you decide to do so before we part ways. You don't say anything. Your family members, craft skills and experience. There we go. King must be up ahead. Alright, I wonder if we're actually gonna fight the king or not. The king looks at you and sobs. We shall fight. Sif? Seeing the king right now after everything that happened, you can't help but look at his hands, and you remember. Uh-oh. Got something down, but I can't see what it is. Oh! I forgot to do the thing. I fucked up. Alright, let's try that again. I fucked up because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, didn't see that message. Ooh. Oh, I can't increase my speed. I didn't mean to put his cool down. Shouldn't have used that. It's fine. Aizabu, I need you to debuff Tears. Let's slow the king a little bit to make this a little easier. Yeah, it's not gonna... Oh, I didn't mean... Oh, I debuffed the wrong one. It's fine, we'll deal with it. And I'm making all the wrong moves. Okay, at least we can do this. Ow. Okay, it's supposed to say family member for everything, but I got a little scared for a moment because one of Odil's descriptions didn't change. See if I can get that debuff back on the king. Not yet. Ow. Thank you, Bonnie. I am going to do that. That's fine. There we go. Okay. And now we just hit him as hard as we can. Oh, no, we don't. Hang on. I'm ensuring this goes through. Time stop. Now we hit him as hard as we can. Okay. Unfortunately, I will be consulting a walkthrough for part of this, because I know I can read the language of Sifrin's home country now, but I do not know where the books are. And I don't feel like scouring the house trying to find them, because it's basically another full playthrough of the game, just trying to find the books. You're happy to see them happy. Everything's still the same. The end of the world. Time won't ever go farther than this. You can talk to everyone, search this moment out as long as you can, but it's all over if you talk to her. But you managed to beat the king, didn't you? Together with your family? You didn't think helping them the day before would amount to anything, but time changed a little, didn't it? Even if it wasn't much, it changed. It changed! You know them now. You're a family. Isn't it just like the books Bonbon reads? Friendship fixes everything? So if you talk to everyone again, talk to the head housemaiden again, maybe something will change too. You should talk to everyone. Never said thank you. You saved me that time against the sadness. You saved me when we met. You're the one who saw me back then, right? When I was walking? Ah, when you first met Bonnie forever ago. Bonnie was out of it. They'd been walking away from their village for days when you saw them. Crying, barely hanging on, walking to escape the slowly encroaching king's curse. They fainted as soon as you got to their side. I was really, really tired then, so I don't remember well. But you saw me, right? You made everyone notice I was there? And I never said thank you for that. Or for protecting me. So, Thanks, stupid! Bonnie runs into you, pressing their face against your left side. Their arms are still at their sides, though. Is that a hug? Without raising your arms, you gently lean back against them. Yeah. I'll miss you, friend. I know you'll leave soon, but, you should come by Bamboosh one day, so you can meet my sister. So I can say, that's friend. They helped me a bunch. They're really cool. So come and see me sometime, yeah? Promise? Yeah, I'll come by. Yay! I'll be waiting for you, friend. Bonnie smiles at you. Hi, Saffron. I know you may be tired of hearing this by now, but I'm glad we talked yesterday. What was that change was about changing yourself and only yourself? How couldn't it be how I thought I had to be? Clearly the fault was mine, you know? It's my responsibility to change, even if I don't want to. That's what I thought, at least. But even you, Saffron, can understand what I'm going through. You're the same, even in a small way. But I must believe that I'm not the only one feeling this way about the change belief, either. And if I'm not the only one feeling restricted by the change belief, there's more people out there feeling the same as I do, then shouldn't the belief change instead of us? I have a lot ahead of me still, but I never would have realized this without you, Saffron. So, whenever you're done traveling, or you'd like to stay someplace for a little bit, maybe think about coming to visit Dormont? Just to say hi? But you don't have to, it's just an idea. I'd like that, Mirabelle. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we're friends, Saffron. Don't forget about me on your journey, okay? Mirabelle smiles at you happily. Well, we did it. We won. Whoop whoop. Ha! Whoop whoop indeed. Yeah. It was fun. Traveling with everyone. I will miss it. I suppose everyone will go back to their homes now. Mirabelle will probably stay here, as we will probably go back to Juvent, and we'll ask someone to accompany Bonnie back to Bamboosh. What about you, Saffron? Will you be going back home? What deal? Why not say it in the end? I can never go back home. Oh. Why not? You look away. No. Sorry, this isn't any of my business. But, no home at all. I never knew. I'm sorry. You keep looking away. You want to cry. I'll probably be going back to Kabu soon. Our paths will diverge soon, but if you ever come towards Kabu, please come by and say hello, won't you? Don't be a stranger, Saffron. You nod. Sif! We did it! We beat the king! You wanted to tell me something? Oh! Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so, the thing I said I would tell you is... Azubu stares at you thoughtfully. Yeah, never mind. Huh? What is it? Yeah, it just... doesn't really matter that much. I really want us to have a feelings talk about your feelings before we go our separate ways. And I can always tell you my thing after that. So, never mind. Sorry. I'll tell you later. But you could tell me your thing now. Oh, you're really curious about it, huh? But nope. I will not say a thing. Oh, but I will say something, though. I'm glad we're friends, Saffron. Oh. Somehow you feel a little let down that you didn't try the usual thing. But I'm glad we're friends too, Lisa. Oh. Oh. Aw. 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 Okay, I would think I might cry. We're friends. You're friends. Azubu's cheeks are dark. You're sure yours are too. You both smile. Gay. 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 I hope you'll at least visit sometime, Sif. Our journey is over, but don't be a stranger, okay? You nod. Alright, this bitch. The head housemaiden. If everyone is saying something different now, if everyone is talking to you, really seeing you, then one of the head housemaidens say something different now too. Things changed before. Can't they change now? Maybe. Hello? Traveling one. Are you done talking with your companions? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Oh. Oh. Ah, of course. Of course. Stupid. Our friendship, huh? How would it ever happened before change anything now? Because you're loved now, you were safe? Is that what you thought? Stupid, stupid, stupid. You try and breathe. It's fine. It's just the end again. It's the same. You'll just be... See? You already knew what will happen after that. Know what happens next? It means you're fine. You're fine. You're fine? Different? Something wrong? You turn your head. Odile is looking right at you. You can't shift your expression fast enough. Siffrin, what is it? Is everything okay? Your housemaiden, is something the matter? I can't fix it on my own, not before it all ends. If only I had noticed sooner. Huh? What's happening? Friend? You can't move. You're frozen. Siffrin, what's... Is something happening? Air around us. Feels like... My head hurts. It's my fault that you have to suffer like this. Siffrin! They're all running, reaching towards you. Friend, come back! Something's wrong. You have to move. Siffrin! Just... move! And catch Izabu's hand. Siffrin! You might learn. You take a step forward. To forgive, and then... You open your eyes, hand already reaching out. Reaching out to nothing. Stupid. You press your palms against your eyes, and laugh. You really believed it, stupid. You really thought this was it. You really thought helping them would save you. Help them if you were loved, and it had to save you, didn't it? Friendship would save you, wouldn't it? It was different, but not enough to save you. And now, Ice Platoon gal. Mirabelle's back to feeling awful and out of place. Izabu won't remember the night you spent under the stars. Odile is still hiding everything about herself. Bonbon is back to Bonnie, back to hating you. And you're back here. That's what you get for helping. That's what you deserve. Haha. Oh, Mirabelle will be here soon, won't she? Just breathe, Siffrin. Our friendship didn't work, it's fine. All you can do is try something else now. It's fine that it didn't work. It's fine that they don't remember. Oh, fine. That everything that just happened has been reset. It's totally fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Back to the stage. This is what anxiety feels like. You got a memory of family. You always remember this. When equipped, memory of family doubles everyone's EXP gained in battle except for yours. Ah, good. Okay, we're in Act 4. Okay. So... Uh-oh. Okay. Whoops.
Lizard.
Lizard. Alright. Hour of love didn't cut it, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping this could be it somehow, too. But at least you found out more about your party, didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? This is all good for if they'll forget it in the next loop. Yeah, but... For once, the loop seems at a loss for words. Well, anyway, you helped your party during one loop, you talked to the king, and, well, found out some things, I guess. Maybe you should find out more about the loops now, don't you think? You can read some of that weird language now. Maybe there's some place you should go to that you couldn't access before in the house. And, knowing you, there's probably some books you didn't want to look at before, didn't you? Maybe you should try and read them now. In the meantime, though, how can I help you in this wonderful new loop? Alright, I think we know everything we need to do. Yeah. Pulling up the guide. That's the wrong guide. Okay, cool. I have Memory of Memories equipped. Anything else now? What, in, like, the game, or...? Life, I guess. I'm going to be meeting up with an online friend next Monday, so that's pretty cool. It's a friend I met... You know, I've known for not super long, only about a year. Well, less than a year, but I've known them since known it since, December. Since its pronouns are it. Cool. Going to... Actually... Maybe I won't say where we're going. Don't want to, like, accidentally dox its location without its permission. We're just gonna hang out for a bit. It's gonna be fun. I'm also going downtown, tomorrow with Zeno. But again, I'm not gonna say where we're going. What's this game about? It is a time loop RPG. You are trying to kill or defeat someone called the King, who is cursing a country to be frozen in time. And you get stuck in a time loop trying to beat him. It's been very good, a little annoying occasionally with having to constantly backtrack, but that's what walkthroughs are for. I was still depressed but decided to clean up my socials. Oh, I'm sorry you're still depressed. Not turn around, jeez. Well, I'm not going to ignore my husband. It's not actually my husband, but it is very obvious that Aizabu has a crush on Sifrin. But I'm not going to be rude to him. Be rude to everyone else but him. Alright, it's a good thing that I fought all those battles, because we're going to have to go back and forth. Alright, we got a lot of back and forth this time. Alright, we got a weird point, but that's fine. Oh my god, 6-7. Okay, we're gonna make sure we don't use that attack. Ah! But we need to speed to the 3rd floor. Oh, it says farty member. I mean, farty. It says family members now. That's cute. It's charming. Yeah, no. Okay. No, I deserve that. I actually deserve that, because I said it. Okay, so based on this walkthrough, we have to go to the 3rd floor, then the 1st floor, then the 2nd floor. Keep in mind, that's looping 3 times. We have to fight the king, and then talk to everyone after the king, which obviously loops us back. Then we have to fight the king again and talk to everyone. There's a couple other steps I'm leaving out, but I am starting to notice a thing about this game. I mean, I've already noticed it, and it is kind of irritating just how many times you have to go to the same places and do the same thing over and over again. And it is kind of irritating. I get it's kind of the point. I get that. That doesn't make it any less irritating. Yeah, it's just the sheer amount of times that you're constantly looping. Alright, if I remember correctly... Oh, no, I've looped... according to the game, with every loop, which is every time I die, every time something kills... every time I die, or every time I reach the end, according to the game, I have looped 36 times. There's even an achievement for getting to 20 loops. There are guides online on how to get through the game with the minimum number of loops. The fact that those need to exist, I think, is a problem. I do like the game. Keep in mind, I do like the game, but it is kind of taken away from the experience for me. And from what I understand, this is going to be like a make or break thing for the game for you. You're either going to be okay with it and just deal with it, or it's really, really going to annoy you. And unfortunately for me, it's starting to lean into really, really getting annoying. I think if the game was written so that your party actually remembered things, it would probably be a little better. But the whole point is that Sifrin is losing himself because he's keeping everything to himself and refuses to tell his friends that something is wrong. And I that's kind of a more interesting story, I guess. One person keeping a secret that everything is looping and constantly trying to keep everything perfect as he starts forgetting or slipping and whatnot. But yeah, or that. Let's see. Third floor. Go to the door that had an open phrase lock that you couldn't read before. Alright, I know where that is. It's all over here. I believe it's this way. This gate is locked. It's locked by one of those weird locks. There's something written above the lock, too. Maybe we should take a closer look. You can read it now. It's asking a question. You answer it aloud. The door unlocks. Huh? What'd you say, Sif? Didn't hear it either. Did you say something? You open the door. It's... What is this? It's lots of balls attached to it. There's a lever here. You turn it, it seems the balls will move around this big metal ball. Does it represent something? It's familiar somehow. Yes, I feel like I've seen something like this before. It's called an orrery. An orrery? It's a machine to calculate the positions of astronomical objects. Astro what? Like stars and planets and stuff. Who would need to calculate this? One Sifrin hasn't forgotten something, but we all have. Oh. Journal with the star on its cover. Looks very old. Feels like it'd break apart in one touch. I want to read it so bad. Please, let's stop wasting time in reading every book we come across. But, the book has a star on it. It must be important, right? Get closer to the book. Fine. Let's do it. Be careful handling it, though. Mirabelle carefully takes the book in her hands and flips through the pages. It's a little long. Seems like it's the diary of a very sad person. Why sad? What happened to them? They don't actually say. It just feels like they've lived through some hard times and everyone around them seems to brush their worries aside. Everyone is acting as if everything's fine, but when this person continues to suffer. Bummer. More like boring. Read a passage. I'm sure. Well, no one can understand what I've been through. Not my friends, not my family, no one. If no one can understand me, if I'm doomed to never be truly seen by another, if I'm the only one who can understand what I've gone through, then couldn't I just create another self? Another me? Someone I could talk to, who could understand. Huh? Oh, interesting. Now we're getting somewhere. Talking to another self to come to terms with what they've gone through. In the end, they'd still be alone, right? Sometimes you just need a voice that answers back, Bon. Just be an echo chamber, though. You never get to any good conclusion, talking to yourself endlessly. You're supposed to have felt so alone they saw no other recourse, though. But tell me, Mirabelle, do they get a rude wake-up call as they realize creating another self is absolutely impossible? Yeah. Using craft to change a body is already hard enough. Creating a whole new one and identical to another and one able to talk back? That's just impossible. It's been a good chunk here trying to figure out how to do it. It's a lot of complicated theory. Your writing seems to be getting more frantic, too. It's barely legible in places. Of course, realizing this can't be done. It's kind of sad. Oh? This page. Only has a few words, but I figured it out. How to create another me. Bodycraft didn't work. Crafting clay didn't work. Nor wood or marble. Nothing worked. But one thing could. Wishcraft. Wishcraft will make my wish come true. I just have to do it. I just have to ask. Wishcraft! The king mentioned wishcraft before, didn't he? Something to apply it was used to trap you in this time loop, didn't he? So it is real. It's real. It's real! I just smile by covering your mouth. Different? And then? Oh, and then... Maribel turns the page. Oh! My wish came true. I will always be understood now. Huh! Happy for them, I suppose. So they did it? They created another them? With... wishcraft? What's wishcraft? Surely a type of craft they invented for this tale. As I've said, it's impossible to create a copy of yourself. Interesting premise, though. Making this fictional tale look like an old diary was interesting. Too bad wishcraft isn't real, though. I'd wish for stuff, too. But it is real. It has to be. It has to be. You have to tell Loop about this. Okay. So now we go to the first floor. You have to read these books in a specific order according to the wiki walkthrough. Now we go to the first floor. What do you mean? Did you drink a special tonic or something? You seem, well, so graceful, right? I knew I wasn't imagining it. Walking in a cool way, like a dancer or something. You really feel like a tiny fennec fox, but you feel more like a panther right now. The way you defeated the last two sadnesses we've seen, that was... impressive. Uh-oh. It's time to get serious, you know? It's time to get serious. I will show the king my true power. I will show them all, and then... no one will make fun of me again for being barely taller than a preteen. The same height as you, Mira. Oh. Maribel looks at your heeled shoes, then at her flat boots. Is that so? Ha! Youch. Yeah, Belle, hit him where it hurts. Youch. Are you really moving differently, though? Asked her more silently? I'm gonna think of it. Family members do feel slower to you now. Clumsier. How long have you been in there compared to them? Quotarian Valgardian Translation Dictionary. Someone to a page of Valgardian words starting with the T. Taciturn. What does taciturn mean? Someone who doesn't speak up very often. Yeah, that was the wrong one. One of them is written in your language. You can read it now. It seems to be a theoretical essay about how to use wishcraft. Wishcraft! So it is real. This essay seems too complicated for you to understand right now. You should find more information about wishcraft elsewhere and come back to this later. Since the king is the one who told you about wishcraft, you don't want to ask him anything, but is there someplace that's related to him? Wait. Wait a minute. The wick... Oh, you have to go to talk to Loop. So we have... We have to loop back to the beginning. I didn't see that. Jesus Christ. I want to see this through to the end. I truly do. But the amount of back and forth that I've been doing with the same dialogue over and over again all the time is... it's just really starting to get to me. I don't know, guys. Alright, fine, it wants me to do it, we'll do it. Suddenly you realize a very basic thing. He will never touch you. He will never say it to you. You will be stuck here forever. Stuck in your yearning. Unless you're the one who breaks the cycle. You reach out. Seth? Uh-oh. He pushed you away. He... Aw. Had break though.
There's a man on high with the devil in his eye and a golden hand, I'm told. It can hurt you, it can hold you, he can kick you or console you when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below. Sisters, you so wise and true. When it's my time to go, won't you lay me down under granum crowns, and I'll be sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep and we'll all be sleeping in the cold. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below. Today we sail on the solar rail, for there's much we just don't know. So farewell with a kiss, then it's fast for the mist, till we're all sleeping in the cold below.
Stardust, you traitor. I thought that what we have was special. You didn't value me, did you? And I had to see you kiss the fighter in front of my very eyes. The shock. The betrayal. Shut up. And then you looped right back, refusing to face the consequences of your actions. What were you afraid of? For him to finally see you? See what kind of person you truly are? Maybe he would have accepted you, you know? Maybe you're not as disgusting as you think you are. Shut up! Boy, Stardust. Maybe you are that disgusting. Not letting the poor fighter make his own decisions. Who would do that? Or, shut up. I don't want to talk or think about any of this. Especially not with you. Stardust. Who else but me? Anyway, you got a memory for your troubles. You can check it out later. I don't think you'd like me to tell you what it does. I am in person! What do you mean talk to open person? I'm literally talking to them right now. Wait. Hang on a second here. Okay, a walkthrough and the wiki are saying two different things that I need to do. I don't know which one is correct. The wiki is saying I need to talk to Loop. Loop doesn't have anything to say. Oh my god. Chat, I don't know anymore. Okay, so the wiki is saying that I need to go to the 3rd floor, read that book, and then talk to Loop about the book. Loop, for whatever reason, doesn't have anything to say about it. Unless it was about that book fan thing from earlier. Let me try that. Okay. No, they don't have anything to say. I keep saying she. If the pronouns are they, them. So the wiki is saying to go to the 3rd floor, read the book in the open phrase door, talk to Loop. Then go to the 1st floor and go into the open phrase storage room and examine the bookshelf, which will tell you about needing specific rituals to be able to use witchcraft. Then you go to the secret library on the 2nd floor. In order to learn about the favor tree. But a different walkthrough is saying to go to the secret library first. Then go to floor 3. Then go to the observatory. Then go to the storage phrase door. Oh, and then you go talking to everybody around town to ask what they wished for at the favor tree. And then you continue on with the stuff in the act. Okay. Let me see something with this walkthrough. Okay. Alright. Chat room. I'm going to follow this new walkthrough that I have found. I did just kind of spoil things, but I'm kind of getting tired of looping. I think if I follow this loop, or this walkthrough, then I can get through the game. I'm sorry that I'm kind of just sitting here staring at a screen trying to figure this out. But like, this game has been a bit more involved than I expected. Okay. So, there's one thing we gotta find first. There's supposedly a banana peel in Dormont that I can use to loop around. There it is. That's so funny. I didn't even know that was an option. Okay. So first things first. We go to floor 2. Without the keys unlocked. Alright. Head into the secret library. Let's go down here to save. The nice thing is we can at least ignore most of the battles. Everyone's still gonna get clocked every once in a while, though. First set of shelves. One at random. Color theory. What it means for us in our past. It's boring and dense. Okay, so we already did that, so that was pointless. You may have already done this, in which case you can skip this step. Alright, frozen tier, skip ahead, but don't unlock all the doors. Perfect, awesome. We gotta do all that again. So, unfortunately, chat, I won't be able to go late tonight. Because I'm going out tomorrow, which means I need to be up at a decent time. But it sounds like we'll be finishing the game next week, which will be pretty sweet. I don't know what I'm doing after. No, I do know what I'm doing after this. Okay, so we know about witchcraft. Now we can go back to the observatory. Okay. Just gonna go over here a little bit to the left. That's where the observatory is, so we gotta get through there. But to do that, we need to go through here so we can go right and kill the sadness. That's where the thing is, but we already looked in there. And we go all the way back to the right. Run from this dipshit. Okay. I'm sorry for audibly complaining about the game so much. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that when the streamer does that, but I'm getting just a little bit frustrated. I wonder if this would have fared any better for me if I had just not streamed it and played it off stream. I wonder. I mean, I had suggested this as a game that Proxy could play, and she said she wouldn't stream it because apparently this is a pretty bad stream game because people will come in and backseat or spoil things. Alright. Then we got Starcrest, so we can ruin this timeline and go into the observatory. Looks seems to go into detail about what could have caused colors to disappear. Something big must have happened, right? For everyone to not be able to see them anymore? It was a very long time ago, so there's probably no records of why. Seem to be a lot of theories. A craft experiment gone horribly wrong, the side effect of a craft war. Whatever happened then, all colors disappeared from this world. It seems impossible, right? It'd be like if everyone stopped seeing shades all of a sudden. Do wonder what could have made it happen, yes? Weird. Still wondering about that weird shade you saw while talking to the king. Was that weird shade a color? Is there a way to see colors now? Funny you should mention it. People have been known to see a weird shade during, times of immense trouble. They describe this shade as scary, dangerous, visceral, maybe? So I think this weird shade could have been a color. Visceral shade? Times of immense trouble? What does that mean? Sorry, it's a little tough to translate. Moments before something breaks, maybe? Something breaks. Like during the end of something? Or something gets destroyed? Like the end of the world? Maybe so. Colors were an integral part of the world, and the world writes itself right before the end. How poetic. Someone should write a novel about this. Colors appear when something breaks, huh? When the king tried so hard to say your country's name. Did something break then? Could have stayed here forever. Stars aren't boring. Huh? I bet they are. They're just dots in the sky. They're not boring. They're not just dots, they're big balls of fire and gas and light. Fire? Most are bigger than our planet, they're just really far. Huh? Really? They don't appear at night, they're here during the day too. Whoa! Okay, that was interesting, but stop telling the kid lies. I almost believe you, Sifrin, but that one is too much. I mean, if stars are also here during the day, then why can't we see them? Because they're sleeping. Aw, cute. It's about space, the stars, the universe. I think that's everything. Alright. Loop back to floor 1. Whoa! Alright, now we're in here. Wait one moment here. Okay, there is something that I apparently missed previously. What floor is this? Second floor. Alright. Loop 49. Now, apparently I've done this. Well, I'm not sure now. Let me skip to the king and make sure. Alright, chat, I'm going to ask a very important question. Through a poll. You have 3 minutes. Because if I don't have a new dialogue option, then I cannot continue, because apparently the necessary thing I need to do is to read that book in the storage room, and for some reason I can't read it. So if I don't have anything more I can ask the king, then I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I saved. So I have a poll up. Please vote if you're watching and paying attention. I don't know what to do. As far as I know, I need to read this thing in order to progress, and for some reason I can't read it. So if I'm unable... If I'm unable to figure it out, we're kind of stuck. So I can try to press on next week, because probably definitely not finishing the game tonight. But like, I don't know if I can even finish the game at all. I don't know what I'm missing. I can ask this. A sticky, sweet smell. It is around you. It is around me. It is around all your companions. It is around the whole of Valgard. Wonder how this country looks from the outside in. Skipping and stopping. Rewinding and restarting. It's not true eternity, but it is close enough, I suppose. Whoever caused this must have had a belief stronger than mine. I'll just have everyone guard and die and then warp back. Alright. Only one person voted, as seems to be the case on this channel. So that one person has decided for me. I will finish this off stream. Alright, we'll continue for the next hour. And then I will reveal what the next plans are. Right. Back to floor 1. Because here's the thing, if I can't read this book, I am out of options. I don't know what I'm missing. Because everything is saying I need to be able to read this book. And from what I know, this game does seem to have a bit of a problem of people being unable to figure out how to progress. Because apparently some people weren't able to get out of Act 3 despite doing everything, and they couldn't figure out what they were missing. Alright, I am out of options. I don't know what to do. Chat, I don't know what to do. Two different guides are telling me to do this, and the game won't let me. Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to Loop. And Loop didn't have any dialogue options. In fact, when I asked them what to do, they acted like I was calling them instead of talking to them in person. So, chat, turns out the poll doesn't matter because I cannot progress. Something is blocking me and I don't know what it is. So, unfortunately, we're not just going to have... I'm not going to finish this off stream because I don't think I can finish it at all. So, we're just gonna move on. This is immeasurably disappointing. Because I want to see this game through to its conclusion at some point. But I can't do it. The game just won't let me. I'm going to have to go all through the game again. Every single room. Possibly more than one loop. Just to figure out what I'm missing. This is not fun that I have to keep doing this. It's just so tedious. But the story has been so interesting, is the thing. That's the only reason why I keep going. It's just been so interesting. And apparently it gets even more interesting, because I looked ahead. I cheated. But at this point, I think that's the only way I'm going to experience the rest of the game. Okay. So, let me see here. Okay. So, the next game I have planned, we're actually not going to be getting into it yet. So my original plan was to finish Mouse PI for Hire next Tuesday, but since I can't finish ISAT at all, and even if I could, even if I could, I would be doing it off stream. I'm just going to shift Mouse to next Wednesday and start Star Fox on Tuesday. So we'll probably finish Mouse next week. I'm going to be honest, I think I'm just going to end here. I'm actually very annoyed right now because I can't finish this game. I don't know what's not working. But something is broken. I don't know what it is. And I don't really... I just want to stop. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's not a great note to end on, but this happens sometimes. So, okay, I'll be back tomorrow with... What the fuck am I doing? Undertale. Yeah, that should be fun. I hope. I'll be back tomorrow with Undertale. If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. If you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Let's see who is live. Let's raid... Let me check something. Let's raid Kelta. I think he's streaming Paper Mario. He's doing a bunch of ROM hacks, though, so I don't know what this one... Is this still the Down Bad edition? Yeah, still Down Bad edition. Some goofy, horny ROM hack of Paper Mario. Alright. If you want to join on the raid message is Dapper Dragon Raid. You know the drill. Whatever. See you guys tomorrow. Sucks to end on a note like this, but not everything's gonna work out, unfortunately. Just the reality of it. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to finish a game, even on stream or off stream. But we move on. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, messages go through if they have emotes? What is this bug? Alright, whatever. We're going. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.